another edition of What the Fuck. Things are getting a little strange. I guess I'll go with the kind of semi-normal news first. It's still kind of weird. Matt, Red Rocket 4, closed his account without saying anything, which is really strange. And I still don't know why he did it or whatever, but apparently he's coming back. And, but, just really, it's really weird, because you don't, it's not like, there are people I don't like, and then there's people I argue with, and they're two different kinds of people. I like Matt, and I felt really bad that he got so discouraged or whatever that he would just bail like that. But it's happened before, Dill and such. So anyway, the other one, I never mentioned was, Rabbit Ape. He's sort of on vacation for a while too. So there's a lot of people missing in action. And anyway, so to the real news, which I guess is the Amazing Atheists, Captain Awesome racing to 10,000. At the same time, Captain Awesome, sort of picking a fake fight with the fake Sagan. And it does look pretty fake. I mean, the whole shaving their head thing looks pretty contrived to me. So I'd actually thought about that, when fake Sagan said he was going to grow his hair long. I'm saying that isn't going to work. It's, he's got that thin little nothing hair, and it's just, it's going to look like a real ugly girl or something. Not that I should talk, but I'm just saying I just don't know if the look would work for him. And the shaved head thing probably does, just because it just suits his personality. Looks a lot more like Satan, but he looks more like the skinhead that he is at heart. He's not a nice person, and so it's good when appearances reflect character. It makes life a lot easier. And I don't see the Amazing Atheist shaving his head anytime soon, just because he just, some people like myself just don't have a look that's going to work for shaved heads, I don't think. And I just don't think he's got the, I don't think he can pull that one off. But who knows? I mean, the first videos in the war, I mean, I have to give Captain Awesome his due. Did a good video on evolution, really rational and funny, and it was just a really good video. He's still an asshole, and I hate his guts, and it's pretty useless anyway. I mean, why? Like I said, there's no point in defending atheism or any rational thought if you have a philosophy that's completely focused on yourself, and you just don't have any, I just don't even see. It's very hard to see even how you can the rational connect between the philosophy of the selfish capitalist conservatism kind of philosophy. How you even incorporate that into anything philosophical, especially based on atheism. I just can't see it. It just doesn't make any rational sense to me. There's got to be a religion of self-love or some other kind of crap in there to justify that. Alright, but enough of that. So who knows where it's going to go. I mean, what kind of videos will be produced, but I was sort of thinking that, I ought to come up with something, some counter move to try to, they're racing to 10,000. I ought to try to figure out some way to drive them to 5,000. That would, maybe a contest. I was thinking, look, $100 is $100, doesn't, not going to break me. Maybe somebody else wants to contribute. Maybe we can do a collective effort. And try to encourage people to make videos explaining why these fucktards are a lousy, rotten, stinking scumbaggery. That this really shouldn't be how atheism is represented. And the truth is, they're at the top. They're the ones that are going to get the views. They're the ones going to get more and more subscribers faster and faster. That's the way the Google popularity search ideology works. Popularity breeds popularity. And, you know, so atheists are pretty much doomed, you know, to have these buffoons represent what atheism is on YouTube anyway. And that sort of sucks. And, you know, but it's kind of hard to figure out exactly, you know, I was going to try to figure out some way to, you know, have the winner of the contest be the person who drives the most subscribers away from those two, you know, by measuring it, but that gets too complicated. So I guess it would just have to be some sort of, you know, either you submit a video and, you know, somebody's randomly picked from those, or, you know, some actual people vote on which one's the best or whatever. It's going to have to be something like that. So I'll think on it a little bit more. If anybody has any suggestions, you know, PM me or whatever, you know, on how to do it, you know, how to construct the context to actually accomplish the feat. Because I don't want to just provoke people to make stupid videos. I mean, there really should be videos about why we should expect better for ourselves, or demand better for ourselves, than to be represented by assholes. So getting to assholes, that Ian Crossland guy, he's just, you know, he's finally gone too far for me. You know, see, he's funny when he's just, you know, babbling incoherently about elastic electricity and shit. But this has gone way, you know, now he's selling shit, you know, pictures of himself on a mouse pad, you know, the standard, you know, shit, the tacky, you know, I didn't do any work, I just press some buttons on a web page and they automatically, you know, I submit a picture and they just automatically do it all, and I get, you know, whatever 20% of the profit or whatever the deal is. So it's just tacky shit. And so, you know, fuck that. You know, partners have more integrity than people selling crappy shit like that. You know, mugs with your picture on it. Yeah, sure, I need one of those. All right, so let's see what else have to get to. I don't know if there's anything I have to get to. Yeah, there really weren't any. You know, the first video that you know, Amazing Atheist did was just so lame in response to Captain. Like I said, Captain Austin did a pretty good video. The other one he did was on the, you know, why all the conspiracy guys about the 9/11 thing are full of shit. But that's sort of an easy target because, man, you know, it just doesn't make any sense at all. So I don't know how many of those people there are. I mean, maybe there's more than I think there are. I mean, maybe there's more of them than there are anarchists.
I guess I'll get to the part that, you know, my little petty self-interest part. So, Tommy from the Bronx, the 11th episode, and, you know, it's just some more gratuitous violence at the end there, just, you know, shit. And then, you know, Strange Home was playing a part where she's, you know, trying to seduce Tommy from the Bronx, and, yeah, I'm not going to be able to watch the show anymore. It just makes me sick. So that'll be it. No more reports. And yeah, you know, so I might as well bring up Strange Home and Oshan Avanti. Both did videos, you know, Strange Home tied up, like she's, you know, being oppressed, this evil world that sits there and insults her. Yeah, we all get insulted. And sometimes we get abused. Sometimes we have our name and address posted, and people look up personal stuff and talk about it for no good reason at all, and force you to have to respond to it because they bring the crap up, like the fake fucker, and, you know, and the virtual fucker cost. And so anyway, yeah, I mean, that to me is a little more real oppression than somebody saying you're ugly or you're stupid or whatever, because we all get that shit. I get emails that say this shit. Like, the person just says shit like that in an email, like, what do you want from me? I'm supposed to respond to you? Fuck you, you know? You don't even want to block them because they're so stupid. It's like, what's the purpose of this? What, I'm going to pay attention to some bowling ball head guy with a camera? What the hell is that? They don't even do videos and they're insulting me? I mean, at least do videos to have any kind of credibility in insulting me. So anyway, and then, you know, Ocean did a video, and yeah, you know, it's a little, you know, yeah, we're all witch burners now. We're witch burners. You know, and I don't get it. There's only 2 or 3 people really criticizing, so what's the big deal? And yeah, for me it's a little bit personal because, yeah, she threw me a line, you know. I'm not going to, you know, post the emails or any of that kind of crap, but, you know, look, we didn't have much of a friendship or communication, but I'm just saying it was what we did have was dishonest, and that sucks. And, so yeah, whatever. You know, if I want to have a little resentment here and there, I'm going to have it. And the real point is like I said, is the fake. That's who it's directed at. And this whole game you played anyway, this whole idea of, announcing you have this relationship, online relationship, and waiting 2 fucking weeks, you know, to get to it. You know, but you're just trying to create, you know, controversy, trying to create interest. It's just so fucking contrived. You know what that word means, contrived? You're just using people. You dishonest fucks. Alright, so I'll get to the end here, right? I'm really running out of time, so I'll have to speed up anyway. So, this is the picture I did of Strange Home. It's just for my own, cathartic, you know, divorcing myself from this shit, because it is shit. It's really bullshit to talk about vegetarianism and non-violence and all this other shit, and then do, you know, let Tommy from the Bronx just exploit your sexuality, you know, to promote what? Sticking pliers in people's eyes, solving problems by killing people. And killing them for what? Oh, they didn't show up for work, or they were a Chinese guy. So, fuck you. You know, you really are useless shit. These women atheists aren't really much use anyway. You know, I mean, they are kind of voodoo-y and mushy about their atheism anyway. You know, there's no real deep philosophy here. It's all this emotional bullshit. So long, bitch. You know, and that's all I got to say. And yeah, I'll treat women equally, and that's what it comes down to. I got no use for hypocrites and players. You know, you're just fucking players. You're contriving your appearance. You're contriving your identity. So yeah, fuck it. I got no use for that.